Again, this is going to be another pair of 3 litters. 3-6 is going to be the Barrow. 3-3 is going to be the Gilt in here. And Abby's going to be on the stick on for us all night. I think Abby's made the claim. One of her favorite pigs in the barn's in the ring right now. We'll let the guys figure it out or see if she's right later on. But again, these are crosses, but they're also pure influence. So Tricked Out, No Pain, No Gain. Mom wins Summer Type in 18. Would be the mother of Graydon's Gilt that wins a bunch and wins Ohio there in 19. And then as far as just a female matriarch standpoint, not only that, she's responsible for Dictator at Olson's, the Reserve Supreme at NJSS this summer, the champion at OYLE. And again, I guess hopefully you watch the full preview. I'm not going to keep relisting all those, but basically everything we've won in the Yorkshire Ring goes back to this sow.
I'm going to start with the Gilt there, 3-3, and that one. I think this in terms of build and look is pretty much unmatched. There's no doubt that she's skinnier and she's greener, and it doesn't help that, we got her paired up with 3-6. So I would encourage everyone to study her as an individual and look at the build, look at the skeleton, look at the look of that Gilt, and see what you can be and see what you can make her with a feed bucket, because I think when that one's fluffy down the road, I mean, she's ultra nice. I think just has the build and the maturity pattern to be really good later on. Now, is she going to be a jackpot Gilt that, come the first circuit show in April, we're going to be rolling out? Probably not. But, when we get to the middle of the summer and then that one's fluffy and fat and big, I think she's got a dang nice shot. So study that one for what she is, guys, and look at the build, look at the skeleton, and just the feeder's dream bucket right there. If you can do anything you want and throw anything you want at that Gilt, and her skeleton's going to take it, and she's going to have the look. Now that we've talked about her, I think that 3-6 Barrow is pretty dang nice. And, we saw his mates in here just a minute earlier, and I think both of them are dang nice. But this 3-6 Barrow for me, and then like I said, we've talked about, right, this is all just personal opinion, but that one's pretty awesome. I think it's just skull and feature and bone and just dimension at his base and dimension up high is ultra good and correct. I mean, he's so good looking and so athletic, but then at the same time has plenty of muscle to feed on. That Barrow, I would encourage everyone to look in really hard. If you want to go to a pure influence show, if you want to go to a crossbred show, I don't think it really matters with that guy. I mean, I like him a bunch, and I'm not guessing which one's Abby's favorite, but if I had to throw a guess in, I think maybe that's where my guess would sit. I would say, but I don't think that. For her to have a favorite that's a white one in this set is something pretty special. So I would look in really hard at this Barrow, guys, because don't let his color fool you. Don't let the fact that he's pure influenced deter you. I think this one's just ultra good, ultra correct, and it could be a dang nice show hog. Early, late, whatever you want to do with that one, I think he fits the mold.
I'll start with the Barrow there too, and his maturity's right. And you don't have to say, well, he's green, he's got to come. It's there. Yep. But his maturity's right. He's got such an immature-looking kind of a front end, and his bones are match everything so well, and his green-bodied butt still enough hog there, immature in his rib, which tells me he's going to expand. Plenty of muscle behind, not too much, and he's going to square up on his feet. His pasterns are good, and I don't give a darn what we've had stigmas against all black hogs and back in the day with skunks and whatever. And now nobody wants a crossbred that's all white or. That's immaterial. Just buy a good one, and we watched, at the Breeders' Cup, a pure influence Gilt that had blue eyes, and that was a darn good one there too. And it's just buy good ones, and everybody's been searching for these white crosses, light crosses to go to Columbus with, or in Indiana this year also is going to light and dark crosses, which is another great opportunity to do something. And I don't care that it happen to be pure on one side. More power to it. That's fine. It's great. So you got tons of options in different directions you can go, and that Barrow there really needs to get into a good home.
And I think something too, Jim, neither of us said on him, but needs to be said, is that sucker's got big legs, man.
He does. Everything
he's
matches.
big-legged. I mean, there's no doubt. Big legs.
And we can talk about bone and all that we want, and we all want it, but they've got to have good joints, and he's a very clean, great immature joint hog, and he reaches back and flexes his hock back the right direction where it needs to. And then back to the Gilt, she kind of got overshadowed by the Barrows in the litter, but she looks like a lady, and that one there just looks feminine and like a Gilt needs to. She's built really well. everything is very proportionate and needs to goes the direction it needs to, and she's going to again be a better one in the end, and kind of she gets the last half of her show life is going to be better yet than early, and I'd rather have them that way than a great one in April that puds out on the 1st of June.
Absolutely.
And she's not going to do that. She'll go the other way and kind of look in on all these litter mate threes.
Yeah, again, I don't really have much to add there. Kind of the barrow shows us all along and everywhere as you want him to, and I agree. The gilt, again, give her some time. She's one that probably is her best later on, but again, barrow there is 3-6. Gilt's going to be 3-3, tricked out on a Yorkshire South.